For Goku Black to win, the change would happen right before future Trunks went to the past the first time to get the heroes' help. This time, he notices the time machine a little bit sooner, so when he fires the Black Kamehameha, it hits the time machine. This would destroy the time machine along with killing Trunks, so the heroes would never find out about Goku Black. Regardless, he and Zamasu would now be able to follow through on their Zero Mortals plan unabated. They might take out future Mai first, just since she was one of the leaders of Earth's resistance, and so that there isn't the risk of anyone traveling into the past somehow. Regardless, they might face later threats across Universe 7, before they can move on to the other universes. Though because of Goku Black's potential to get stronger after being injured, in combination with Zamasu having immortality, they would be a tough duo to beat, even without the heroes' motivation. Goku Black might still unlock the Super Saiyan Rose form eventually, since he would have known about Super Saiyan forms and would try to achieve one for himself. Obviously, Xeno is a potential issue for them since they would have killed the gods. However, in the future timeline, the gods were killed when the Kais were killed, but future Xeno never did anything about this. We don't know why he didn't, but assuming he still does nothing, Zamasu and Goku Black would be able to wipe out all the mortals across the universe eventually, though they might hold off on fighting Universe 11 until last, because of the rumor about a fighter that rivals the gods of destruction. This way, Goku Black could potentially get strong enough to fight this fighter. It's hard to say if they could win, but of course, for the sake of this timeline, they managed to kill Jiren as well. From there, all the mortals across the 12 universes would eventually be wiped out. After that, it's hard to say what Goku Black and Zamasu would do, since they achieved their goals of wiping out all the mortals. Zamasu did say something about wanting to get rid of the gods, so this might have included Xeno. However, they would likely have to fuse into merge Zamasu to be able to do this if they haven't already. With the power and immortality of Zamasu along with the potential of Goku Black in one body, he might have been able to defeat Xeno eventually. The Grand Priest would also be a threat that could stand in their way. It's hard to say if he could ever defeat them, but if he somehow managed to do so, he might remake the multiverse to fit with his ideals. Even with his dislike of mortals, maybe he tries to make the multiverse perfect in his eyes by creating life that adheres to his ideals. Any life that is intolerable to him would be wiped out, though it's hard to say if he would do this, since he has a major dislike of mortals. Then again, if he somehow manages to make mortals that fit his standards, he will likely keep them around. Thankfully for him, he has all eternity to develop the perfect life forms. Unlike Xeno, he would be a more involved deity, but his involvement would be on the other side of the spectrum. Instead of being barely involved like Xeno, he would be overly involved, and any little thing that goes against his ideals of justice would be erased. Because of this, it could take many millennia to make the multiverse in a way that fits his ideals.